Listen to me closely, because I'm about to save you 5 years of spinning your wheels. The biggest disease in this industry, the thing that kills more dreams than lack of talent ever will, is the microwave mindset. You want to push a button, hear a ding, and have $1 million business ready to eat in 30 seconds. You see the guys with the Lambos and the plaques, and you think they got lucky. You think they found a lottery ticket. That is garbage. That is absolute nonsense. The reason you are failing is that you are trying to bypass the struggle. The system doesn't work for people who aren't willing to look stupid for a while. You have to be willing to be ugly. I'm talking about your first videos being so bad you want to delete them later. The guy in this video, he took his first video down. Why? Because he grew. But he never would have grown if he hadn't posted that first ugly video. You are looking for a shortcut, but the shortcut is the work. The system requires you to respect the process. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need Hollywood looks. You don't need to be the most charismatic person in the room. You just need a why that is strong enough to keep you moving when the algorithm ignores you. If you are here for instant gratification, leave. Go buy a lottery ticket. But if you are here to build an asset, you need to understand that the system is a slow burn that turns into an explosion. You are building a foundation brick by brick, and that takes sweat. It takes time. It takes the humility to start at zero. Stop looking at the scoreboard in the first quarter. The scoreboard doesn't matter yet. What matters is your form. What matters is showing up. What matters is killing that desire for microwave results and replacing it with the discipline of a slow-cooked meal. That is where the flavor is. That is where the money is. So, before we even talk about cameras or scripts, you have to make a deal with yourself. You have to agree to be bad before you can be good. You have to agree to work in the dark before you can shine in the light. If you can't handle the heat of the oven, get out of the kitchen. But if you're ready to cook, let's talk about the real goal. I see you obsessing over subscriber counts like it's a high score in a video game. You're looking at these channels with 1 million subs and thinking, if I just get there, I'm rich. Let me burst that bubble right now. Subscribers are vanity. Revenue is sanity. You can't pay your mortgage with a silver play button. You can't eat likes. The system flips the script on the traditional YouTube advice. Most people tell you to build an audience first, then figure out how to make money. That is backwards. That is how you end up broke and famous. We are doing money first. You need to know exactly what you are selling before you ever record a single frame. Think about the woman mentioned in the breakdown. She has 2,500 subscribers. In the grand scheme of YouTube, that is nothing. That is a microscopic channel, but she is pulling in $80,000 to $90,000 a month. Let that sink in. She isn't chasing the masses. She is chasing the right people. She isn't selling t-shirts for $5. She is selling a high-value course. This is the Uncle Mike pivot you need to make today. Stop trying to be an influencer and start being a business owner. Your channel is not a show. It is a marketing funnel. Every video you make should have a job, and that job is to drive traffic to an offer. It could be your own course, it could be a high-ticket affiliate offer, but it has to be something substantial. When you focus on the money first, you don't need 1 million views. You need a few hundred of the right views. You stop begging for attention and start demanding authority. You position yourself as the expert, the guide, the one with the solution. That is worth infinitely more than a viral video that brings in a bunch of kids with no credit cards. So, change your metric of success. If you get 10 views, but one of them buys a $2,000 program, you just won the game. That is the efficiency of the system. We are not here to be popular. We are here to be profitable. Put the money first, and the growth will follow, because you'll have the resources to reinvest. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mike, I don't have time to run a business and a YouTube channel. That is because you are working like a donkey, not like a CEO. You are trying to do everything every day, and you are burning out. The system has a mathematical formula to fix this. It's called the 2-hour workday. We are going to break your week down into blocks. We are not filming every day. We are not editing every day. We are batching. This is assembly line thinking applied to content creation. If you try to film, edit, and upload a video every single day, you will quit in 2 weeks. I guarantee it. Here is the math. Day 1 and day 2 are for recording. That's it. You sit down, you turn the lights on, and you don't leave until you have recorded 4 videos. Each video takes 30 minutes. That's 2 hours of work. Do that 2 days in a row. By the end of Tuesday, you have 8 videos on your hard drive. That is more than a week's worth of content done in 4 hours total. You see how that works? You have front-loaded the effort. You aren't waking up every morning wondering what to film. You aren't scrambling to set up your lights. You are in the flow state, knocking them out one after another. This is how the pros scale. They don't rely on daily inspiration. They rely on a schedule. By compressing your recording time, you keep your energy high. You get into a rhythm. The first video might be a little stiff, but by the 4th one, you are on fire. You capture that lightning in a bottle and you bank it. This frees up your brain. You aren't stressed about content for the rest of the week. You have inventory. In any business, inventory is security. When you have 8 videos in the bank, you walk differently. You operate from a place of abundance, not scarcity. And that is the energy that attracts success. Let's get granular on those recording days. When I say 30 minutes of video, I mean 30 minutes of focused execution. You aren't writing the script then. The scripts are done. You sit down, you hit record, and you deliver. If you mess up, you pause, you breathe, and you say it again. You don't cut. You keep the camera rolling. Day 3 is your editing day. This is where the magic happens. You take those 8 raw files and you process them. But here is the key. Because you shot them in a batch, the editing is faster. You are using the same cuts, the same music, the same style. You aren't reinventing the wheel for every video. You get into the editing groove, just like you got into the filming groove. You chop the dead air. You add your B-roll. You slap on your end screens. Boom, 1 down. Boom, 2 down. By the end of day 3, you have a folder full of finished assets ready to be deployed. Day 4 is for uploading and scheduling. You don't just dump them all at once. You use the scheduler. You drip feed them to the algorithm. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You are showing up in your audience's feed every single day. But you aren't working every single day. You did the work on Monday and Tuesday. This consistency is what wakes up the algorithm. YouTube loves a machine. It loves predictability. When you feed the beast every day at the same time, it learns to trust you. It starts to anticipate your content. And because you have a backlog, you never miss a day. You never have to apologize for being too busy. The system turns you into a media company. NBC doesn't wake up and wonder if they have a show for tonight. They have that tape in the can weeks ago. That is how you need to operate. Be a professional. Respect the calendar. Batch the work, and the algorithm will reward you with reach. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, Mike, I have a face for radio. I don't want to be on camera. Or maybe you just don't want your boss to know what you're doing. Good news. The system doesn't require your face. It requires your brain. We call this the ghost strategy. The guy in the breakdown admits it himself. He uses AI voices. He uses 11 labs. He builds faceless channels to test markets. This is the modern gold rush. You can build an entire empire without anyone ever knowing your name. You can use stock footage, whiteboards, animations, or gameplay. This fits perfectly into the Uncle Mike philosophy because it removes the ego. It isn't about you being a star. It's about the message and the money. If you can use AI to generate a script and a voiceover that converts, do it. That is leverage. That is using technology to multiply your output. You can run 5 different channels in 5 different niches using this method. You can test a crypto channel, a health channel, and a relationship channel all at the same time. You see which one gets traction, and then you double down. You are an investor, diversifying your portfolio. Don't let the purists tell you it's cheating. It's not cheating. It's business. If the content provides value, the viewer doesn't care if it's your voice or a robot's voice. They care about the information. They care about the solution to their problem. So, if you are shy, or if you just value your privacy, use the ghost strategy. Use the tools available to you. Speed up your workflow. Remove the friction of getting ready for the camera. Just produce. The system works whether you are on screen or not, as long as the value is there. Now, I'm going to give you a secret that most people overlook. Everyone thinks you just upload a video and pray to the YouTube gods. That is a loser's strategy. We don't pray, we push. We force the algorithm to pay attention. We use the backdoor boost. The secret weapon here is backlinks. You know those Facebook groups you're lurking in? The ones full of people asking the exact questions your video answers? That is your gold mine. You don't just post your video there for views, you post it there for data. When you drop a link to your YouTube video in a relevant Facebook group, you are creating a backlink. You are telling Google, which owns YouTube, that this video is being talked about on other platforms. You are creating external signals. This kickstarts the engine. It's not just about the 50 people in the group who click it. It's about the signal it sends to the algorithm. Hey, people are sharing this. This must be important. It forces YouTube to take a look. It creates a little spike in traffic that primes the pump for the organic reach. But you have to be smart about it. Don't just spam. Provide value in the post. Hey guys, I saw a lot of questions about X, so I made a breakdown of how to fix it. Here is the link. Be helpful. Be a resource. If you do that, the admins won't ban you. They will thank you. This is the extra 10% of effort that generates 90% of the momentum in the beginning. You are manually lighting the fire. Once the fire is roaring, you don't need to do this as much. But in the beginning, use every tool you have. Use the backdoor boost to get off the ground. We have covered the mindset, the money, the math, the tools, and the secrets. You have the blueprint. The system is laid out right in front of you. But there is one variable I cannot control. I can't control you. I can't control what you do when this video ends. This comes back to the anti-microwave mindset. The only thing that stops this from working is you quitting. The only thing that stops you from that $80,000 a month is your inability to stick with it when it gets boring, and it will get boring. Success is boring. It is doing the same thing over and over again until it works. You need to sign a contract with yourself today. Not with me, not with YouTube, but with the person in the mirror. You need to commit to the process, not the result. You need to commit to making 100 videos, even if the first 99 get 0 views, because video 100 is the one that changes your life. The guy in the breakdown said it. The more you put out, the faster you grow. It is a volume game. It is a persistence game. The market will test you. It will try to break you. It will give you silence when you want applause. That is the price of entry. Are you willing to pay that price? Are you willing to embrace the suck? Are you willing to be a ghost, a grinder, a machine? If you are, then the system will reward you. It always rewards the relentless. It always bows to the ones who refuse to leave. So stop looking for the next shiny object. Stop looking for a better camera. You have what you need. You have the knowledge. Now you need the grit. Sign the contract. Do the work. Become the master of your own destiny. This is the end of the lesson, but it is the start of your work. I don't want you to watch another video after this. I don't want you to go down a rabbit hole of tutorials. You have enough information right now to build a six-figure asset. Anything else is just procrastination disguised as learning. Here is your marching order. Identify your high-ticket offer. What are you selling? If you don't have a product, find an affiliate deal. Secure the bag first. Then map out your first 8 videos. Don't overthink them. Just solve problems. Schedule your recording days. Put them in your calendar in pen, not pencil. Treat them like a doctor's appointment you can't miss. Day 1, day 2, 4 videos each. Get them done. Be messy, be imperfect, just get them on the hard drive. Then edit, then upload, then use the backdoor boost. Do that for 1 month, just 1 month. Don't look at the analytics. Don't cry about the views. Just execute the system. If you do that, you will be further ahead in 30 days than you have been in the last 3 years. I am Uncle Mike, and I am telling you that the door is open, but you have to walk through it. Nobody is going to carry you. The industry doesn't care about your feelings. It cares about your output. So give it what it wants. Go be ugly. Go be relentless. Go get paid. The system is waiting for you. Now, get to work.